So when you think about that scale and the speed of scaling that you mentioned before, I know you're a very impatient person to kind of solve the 105,000 issue. Talk to me a little bit about what you've had to do to moderate that growth, because there's healthy growth and then there's almost a cancerous type growth where the organisation's growing too fast. How have you moderated that scaling?
Social entrepreneurs, as with entrepreneurs, I think are very, very impatient people. Mm-hmm. Social entrepreneurs want to change the world fast. So I think sometimes we're our own worst enemies. Mm-hmm. And we have to be realistic about the pace and the number of people that you need to bring on that journey with you. Mm-hmm. And so part of what I've needed to do is build a team that can keep pace with that, and also just be a bit more realistic myself about what's possible, within certain time frames. But it would be really easy for an organisation to behead itself. Mm-hmm. That the founder or some people are off there on a different planet, and actually it's not sustainable for that team to grow at that rate. The thing that I guess I've got more patient at doing is knowing that the capacity that you've got to build at any given time into an organisation takes time to build. I've got a team of people now, some of them have been with us for 4 out of our 5 years, and a team of people that have worked together for a significant amount of time get each other, and there's a culture that's been built, and culture building takes a while to kind of get there. So some of it is around patience as you, the person who's leading the enterprise, and just not trying to be the bit of the thing that starts the cancer. But also, they're humans, they're human organisations. It's just a bunch of humans trying to learn how to do something and address really complex problems. So it's not the same way as building a widget and all of a sudden you just, you can get it out there. The scale of the problems that we're trying to address are really complicated. The young people we're working with are so complicated that sometimes the scale of rate of change for them is so slow. So you've got sometimes, your organisation, you've got this desire to help more and more young people, but the complexity of the actual social problem itself has a speed to it that you've got to be cognizant of. So I think sometimes, that within your business operations, often there's a speed there. The metronome is actually very, very fast. Mm-hmm. If I think within our organisation on a daily, on a daily metronome, you're knowing exactly what your sales are. You've got hundreds and hundreds of people coming through the enterprise as your customers, but we will be high-fiving if finally, a young person has smiled for the first time in 4 months. So sometimes actually the social need is the thing that helps drives or sets some of that scale, the pace of that scaling.